Hey AJ, do you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. How you doing?
Hey, doing well. How are you?
Doing well, doing well.
Hey, obviously the first couple games it seemed like just taking some time to get the opportunities up, and then you have 15 and you break out against Pittsburgh, and obviously more opportunities last week. Do you feel like you've kind of found your rhythm at this point?
Yeah, I feel like I'm definitely, getting more comfortable just being out there with those game reps, those live reps. You really can't replicate those. And so it's nice to, kind of get into the season. And I've had more opportunities to just be out there and kind of gel with the guys and, work with the offense.
If you have another one, Ryan, you can go ahead.
Sure. How tough was it to be patient when the opportunities maybe weren't coming the first few games? And obviously, you know that this is kind of more the role of the last couple of games that you're expecting.
Yeah, it was honestly coming from last year, it wasn't that tough, I would say, just because I was actually playing more in those first couple of games than I did last year. So for me, it was still just kind of building on top of where I was. And something that's most important to me is just making the most of those reps that I'm in. So whether I have 100 reps or I have 2 reps, as wherever if I'm doing good on those reps, that's what I'm most worried about.
Dave Schroeder, go ahead.
Hey, AJ, as you work into the season now and you split those reps with Aaron, how much more comfortable are you getting more reps this year than you were last year? And I apologize if you already had that question. I just jumped in the room.
AJ, could you hear him?
No, I can't. Sorry.
Okay, let me try that again. Dave, go ahead again.
Hey, AJ, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, Dave.
Awesome. I just got in the room. I apologize if you've been asked, but as you work into the season, getting more reps game by game this year versus last year, are you more comfortable week by week with that? Or is it something where even with limited reps, it hasn't mattered? You felt the same?
I'm definitely getting more comfortable with the more opportunities I'm out there, and just, kind of working on my skills, working the things we do in practice. And obviously we learn in the meeting room. So, being able to go out there and execute definitely builds that confidence, build that ability to just be comfortable and just kind of play football and do what's asked of me, for sure.
Ryan Wood, do you have another one?
Yeah, I was wondering if you could talk me through that touchdown catch. What you saw. Aaron said that he kind of threw you a high hard one. So the ability to catch it, and then how surprised were you with the shot you took at the goal line?
Yeah, so I mean, it was kind of a routine play. The catch was a little high, but definitely something I'm capable of, making. And Aaron, gave me a good ball out to the sideline, had some space, and honestly, it was so funny. I remember coming over the sideline. Everyone was like, "Get your pads down. What are you doing?" But it was honestly kind of like one of those like little kid moments. I saw the end zone. I'm like, I'm scoring. I completely like wasn't thinking about anything else but crossing the end zone, getting the ball across. And I was just like super excited, super happy. So, definitely next time, definitely gonna do something to give some pain to the other guy. But something we always talk about, you get hit hard, and something always talked about in football is the pop-up game. So yeah, I got hit, but I got back up and celebrated. But yeah, definitely, I was just really excited to get in there and get the first one of the season, and it was awesome.
If I could follow up real quick, you basically had a career day with your hands receiving in one day. How, as a guy who obviously a lot's been said about you didn't catch the ball much in college and you haven't had a chance to show that yet, how validating was that for you to show that you can bring that part of your game?
Yeah, that was really big for me. Obviously, not so much in the moment. I'm not thinking about like, oh, I got to catch this pass so somebody knows that I can pass. But after the game, just kind of realizing that, oh yeah, I did have an opportunity, and I was able to go out there and show people that I can help out in the pass game as well, as a receiver, or a receiving back rather. Was really nice. Definitely good. Definitely builds a confidence, and that's definitely a skill that I've been working on. Have constantly been talking about, just really wanting to be a all around back, somebody who can do it all, and to go out there, do it as a confidence booster, and kind of like, hey, all the work we've been doing on the jugs and catching has been paying off, but still room for improvement for sure.
Wes, go ahead.
Hey, AJ, you got me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Hey, just to follow up on that a little bit, how much of an area of concentration was that for you in your off season in terms of the pass catching, the hands, or was that something more when you got back with Ben that you kind of had that mentality with?
It was really big, I would say, in the off season. That is probably something I focus the most on. I guess I would obviously, staying in shape, staying strong and, kind of working through the playbook and things like that. But as far as like an individual skill, I would say this is the first time I spent an off season really working on my hands. And like I said, they're still, comfortable. I still need to get more comfortable, catching certain balls here and there, but it's definitely, I'm glad with the improvement that I made and something I put a big emphasis on.
Matt, go ahead. Go ahead, Matt.
You got me? Can you hear me?
AJ, can you hear Matt talking right now? 1 second.
I can't hear Matt.
Try again, Matt.
How about now?
Nothing there, AJ?
Nope.
Matt, I'm going to try again here.
How about now?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, perfect. I got 2 non-football questions, if that's all right.
Perfect.
One, how in God's name did your pants not rip when you got down on a knee to propose? And, a lot of guys leave Wisconsin for the off season. Could you see this as a place where you stay in the off season? It kind of seems like you like it enough to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. The first question, I had to go get those tailor done. I don't have too many pants. I kind of rotate through the same ones because I have the problem. I have a very small waist in comparison to my legs and my lower body. So it's hard to get. So it's just something off the rack. But yeah, I had to go get those tailor made, and I was still kind of nervous getting down there, but they stuck through. And as far as the off season, last year I went to California for a month and a half, and then I came back here and moved into my new place with my now fiance. And yeah, I definitely think this is going to be somewhere that I stay really long term. As far as I can see, post football, I really do love it here, and I love the community. Obviously, love Door County, but I really do love Green Bay and the surrounding area. And I'm excited to start my new immediate family, I guess. Getting married in June in Door County, in Green Bay.
Wes, do you have another one?
Yeah, AJ, how much did you know about Door County and this region before you got here, and how much of it was sort of feeling things out, during the pandemic and kind of getting to know the area a little bit?
Yeah, I would say I really didn't know anything about Green Bay. I remember getting on a call on draft day, and obviously you're talking with your agents, you're talking with your group, and they're like, "Oh, you might go to this team, you might go to this team." And I remember seeing like Green Bay. It wasn't Green Bay, Wisconsin. It was like another city. Let's just say Appleton for the sake of the story. But it was like something Wisconsin. I'm like, is this somebody prank calling me? Like, what's going on right now? And I picked up. So I really didn't know much. But the next day, I just kind of watched YouTube videos like Green Bay history. And then 2 days later, I just moved out here. And, with the pandemic and everything, obviously a lot of things were closed. But we didn't really have, obviously we didn't have like the in-person football. So I did have a lot of time to kind of explore the community. I really did get a time to, kind of see what was out here. And, this off season, I spent so much time going to Door County and going to neighboring cities and down in Milwaukee and, really getting to interact with the community here and there when I can. It's always been a big emphasis for me. So, I definitely feel at home here, and it's great.
We're going to do 2 more for AJ. Matt, do you have another one?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I know he was making fun of me for my Syracuse orange last week, but that Clemson orange looked pretty good. I mean, you knew how that bet was going to end, right?
If this was the year. And if you watch that game, we got closer than Syracuse ever will. And, I thought, I really thought we were going to pull it off. I still got faith in my guys out there at BC, and I'm always going to rep them. But hey, if I learn one thing, I can pull off orange. so I can pull it off.